Are you one of those folks who goes to bed tired but finds yourself wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling? You're not alone. In fact, if you're over 60 and this keeps happening night after night, it might not just be aging. Your liver could be signaling something deeper. I'm going to share with you what ancient health systems have observed for generations about why we wake at certain hours, and why those consistent 3 a.m. wake-ups might be your liver's quiet way of asking for help. I've spent over 20 years exploring the connection between traditional Eastern approaches and modern health solutions. Today, I'll walk you through 3 subtle yet important signs that your nighttime wake-ups might actually be your body's warning system, and how to respond before things get worse. Let me tell you about Frank, a 67-year-old retired teacher from Ohio. For 6 months, Frank had been waking up every night between 1 and 3 a.m. His doctor told him it was just part of getting older and suggested sleep aids. His wife thought it was retirement stress. But 3 weeks ago, Frank landed in the ER with intense abdominal pain. The diagnosis? His liver was inflamed and his liver enzymes were dangerously high. What nobody realized was that his sleep patterns had been quietly reflecting the issue for months. Certain systems of medicine believe that each organ follows a natural rhythm, and that the time of night you wake up may reflect which part of your body is under strain. Before we dive in, if you're over 60 and this information feels relevant to you or someone you care about, hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. This channel is dedicated to bridging ancient wisdom with modern health solutions, and these insights can truly change lives.
The Chinese medicine body clock and liver Qi. Eastern medicine describes a 24-hour body rhythm known as the organ clock. Each organ has a 2-hour window where its energy, or Qi, is most active. Between 1 and 3 a.m., it's the liver's turn. This is when your liver Qi is meant to flow freely, filtering toxins, processing fats, and helping your entire system reset. But when that energy gets stuck, a pattern known as liver Qi stagnation, the liver can't complete its work. That tension builds into internal heat and agitation, which can disrupt your sleep and leave you wide awake. Imagine Qi like a traffic system in the body. When it flows, everything moves easily. But when there's a blockage, the system backs up, creating pressure and problems in areas you may not expect. The liver's energy pathway, or meridian, runs from your big toe to the top of your head. When that flow is interrupted or overactive, it doesn't just impact your liver, it affects your entire energetic balance. The liver isn't only about detox. It also plays a role in emotional steadiness. When liver Qi is off, you may find yourself waking with unease, anxiety, or even unexplained anger, emotions that are directly linked to liver imbalance in many traditional systems. It also affects your clarity. Many people find that when liver Qi is stuck, the mind becomes overactive, replaying worries, planning conversations, or spiraling into thought loops just as you're trying to rest. And these observations aren't just ancient theory anymore. A study from Harvard Medical School found that people who frequently wake between 1 and 3 a.m. show significantly higher rates of liver dysfunction. So yes, science is catching up.
Warning sign number 1, the liver Qi stagnation pattern. The first sign is what's known as the liver Qi stagnation pattern. This isn't about the occasional restless night. It's waking at the same time, over and over, typically between 1 and 3 a.m. If it feels like you could set a clock by your wake-ups, it may be your liver energy struggling to move. As that stuck qi builds heat, it rises, disturbing what's known as your Shen, or spirit, and pulls you out of sleep. Some people describe it as waking up feeling anxious, restless, or mentally overstimulated. Others wake up with dry eyes or itchy eyes, another indicator, since the liver is said to open to the eyes. The liver is also considered the general of the body, overseeing planning and decision-making. So if your mind wakes up racing with to-do lists or worries, your liver may be involved. Frank told me he had been waking like clockwork at 2:30 a.m., often filled with irritation and frustration for no clear reason. In his case, that energy had nowhere to go, so it kept waking him up. Once he started supporting his liver qi with food changes, herbs like milk thistle, and simple acupressure, the nighttime agitation stopped completely.
Warning sign number 2, liver heat and dampness symptoms. The second warning sign involves what are called liver heat and damp heat symptoms. These are specific physical sensations that many people dismiss as unrelated to their sleep problems. In holistic health traditions, when liver qi stagnates for too long, it creates heat. This heat can combine with what practitioners call dampness. Think of it like humidity in your body, creating a condition called damp heat in the liver. Pay attention to these symptoms when you wake up in the early morning hours. A bitter taste in your mouth. It says that the liver opens to the mouth, and bitter taste specifically indicates liver heat. Your skin might feel hot or flushed, especially around your face and neck. This is liver heat rising upward. You might experience nausea or that queasy feeling in your stomach. The liver qi normally flows smoothly to help the spleen and stomach digest food. When liver qi is stagnant, it attacks the stomach, causing nausea and digestive upset. Some people notice pain or discomfort on their right side, just below the ribs. Traditional meridian maps show that the liver meridian runs along this exact area. Others report headaches, particularly behind the eyes or at the temples. These are classic signs of what practitioners call liver yang rising or liver wind, both conditions that occur when liver qi is disturbed. Some traditional systems believed the liver was closely tied to women's hormonal rhythms, including menstruation and mood changes. Disrupted liver qi can lead to irregular periods, mood swings, and what is described as blood stasis. These symptoms indicate that your liver's vital energy is not flowing smoothly. The heat generated by stagnant qi rises upward, disturbing your sleep and creating these uncomfortable physical sensations. Now, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Are you experiencing any of these liver heat symptoms when you wake up at 3 a.m.? Maybe that bitter taste in your mouth or feeling hot and flushed. Share your experience because your story might help someone else recognize these important warning signs. Don't be shy. This community is here to support each other on our health journeys.
Warning sign number 3, liver blood deficiency and Shen disturbance. This final warning sign relates to what traditional practitioners call liver blood deficiency and Shen disturbance. This is where the emotional and spiritual aspects of liver health become apparent. In Chinese theory, the liver stores blood during sleep and nourishes what's called your Shen, your spirit or consciousness. When your liver blood is deficient or your liver Qi is disturbed, your Shen becomes restless, leading to specific patterns of sleep disruption and daytime symptoms. During the day, you might experience liver blood deficiency symptoms, difficulty concentrating, making decisions, or remembering things. This happens because the liver blood is supposed to nourish your mind and support clear thinking. You might notice that you feel more tired after meals, especially meals with fat or protein. Also, the liver produces bile to digest fats, and when liver Qi is stagnant, digestion becomes sluggish and difficult. Mood swings are another common symptom that ancient texts connect to liver imbalance. You might find yourself more irritable, impatient, or frustrated than usual. It's long been understood that the liver helps regulate emotional flow. And when liver Qi becomes stagnant, those emotions can build up and erupt unexpectedly. Your energy might rise and fall in unpredictable ways throughout the day. That's because in ancient healing systems, your liver is believed to manage the smooth circulation of Qi, the body's life force or energy. When liver Qi is blocked or stagnant, you might feel fine in the morning, but suddenly drained in the afternoon, or overly energized late at night when you should be winding down. There's also something called liver wind, a term used to describe symptoms like tremors, muscle twitching, or tension in your neck and shoulders. These physical manifestations occur when liver Qi becomes so stagnant that it creates internal movement or wind. In ancient texts, the liver is associated with the emotion of anger and the virtue of patience. When liver Qi is flowing smoothly, you feel patient, flexible, and able to adapt to change. When it's stagnant, you become rigid, easily frustrated, and prone to anger outbursts. But here's the good news. If you've noticed even a few of these signs, it might mean your body is simply asking for support, not yet signaling damage. So what can you do to nourish your liver, restore smooth energy flow, and finally sleep through the night? We'll walk through that in just a moment.
The solution approach. Frank's recovery gives us real hope for anyone dealing with similar symptoms. After his emergency room visit, he began working with both his primary care doctor and a holistic practitioner trained in Eastern approaches. Together, they found that years of taking multiple medications, along with regular alcohol and a heavily processed diet, had contributed to a condition known as liver Qi stagnation with damp heat. His treatment plan blended timeless wellness principles with modern medicine. He adjusted his eating schedule, stopping food after 7 p.m. to allow his liver time to rest and regenerate during its most active hours. He also limited alcohol to weekends only, since it's known to create excess heat and internal dampness in the liver. Diet played a key role. Frank began focusing on foods that help restore liver Qi flow, including leafy greens, beets, lemon, and supportive herbs like dandelion and milk thistle. He added simple Qigong exercises to his mornings, designed to encourage gentle movement of energy and reduce stagnation. Most importantly, he committed to going to bed by 9:30 p.m., ensuring he'd be in deep sleep during those crucial liver repair hours between 1 and 3 a.m. He also incorporated acupressure on liver 3, a point between the big toe and second toe that's often used to help release blocked liver energy. Within 6 weeks, Frank's nightly 3 a.m. wake-ups dropped dramatically, from every night to just once a week. And after 3 months, his liver enzyme levels had returned to normal. He was finally sleeping through the night peacefully. It was the combination of ancient wisdom and modern medical care that truly made the difference.
Immediate action steps. If you're consistently waking up around 3 a.m., especially if you're noticing some of the other symptoms we've talked about, don't brush it off. Your liver might be trying to send you an early warning, using subtle signals that many healing traditions have recognized for generations. Start by tracking your sleep patterns and how you feel, not just when you wake up, but what emotions, physical sensations, or thoughts are present. Many holistic systems focus on recognizing patterns over time, and this simple habit can provide helpful clues. Next, talk to your doctor about a liver function test. Ask for a comprehensive metabolic panel that includes key enzymes like ALT, AST, and bilirubin. These blood tests are quick and can reveal early signs of liver stress. Then start making gentle adjustments to support your liver qi. Avoid eating within 3 hours of bedtime so your liver can focus on its overnight work. Cut back on alcohol. Even small amounts can generate internal heat and burden liver function. Add more liver-supportive foods to your meals. Leafy greens, beets, and lemon water are a great place to start. You can also try acupressure on the liver 3 point, located between your big toe and second toe. Apply light pressure for about 30 seconds while breathing deeply. It's a small habit, but many people find it helps move stagnant qi and calm the system. And perhaps most importantly, protect your sleep. Aim to be in bed by 10 p.m. That gives your body a better chance to reach deep rest by the time your liver enters its peak repair phase between 1 and 3 a.m. Over the years, many have found that this one shift alone can make a world of difference.
Your 3 a.m. wake-ups might not be just a normal part of aging. They could be your liver's quiet way of asking for support. What's remarkable is that both ancient healing systems and modern science are now pointing to the same truth. Your body speaks, especially at night. When we blend time-tested observations with today's medical tools, we unlock simple, powerful ways to care for our health before small imbalances become big problems. If this video helped you connect the dots between your sleep patterns and your liver's health, consider sharing it with someone you care about. These insights may be just what they need. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel for more guidance that brings together traditional insight and modern wellness. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss the next life-changing topic. Your body is always speaking, not with alarms or sirens, but with gentle signals. Waking at 3 a.m. might be one of them. Learning to listen could be the key to deeper sleep, better energy, and a healthier, more peaceful life after 60.